smoked on the Shirley Fabrication 24x60 and seared on the Lonestar Grillz Santa Maria. Let's get it. Good morning. It is 7:57 in the morning, so I'm gonna get this tomahawk all brined up. Pretty much a dry brine. This one came from, as you can see, Wild Fork. They have never let me down as far as the kind of meat that they send out. So I'm expecting nothing but good quality from this tomahawk. It is prime grade, as you see all the marbling in there. It's not as huge as I'm normally seeing with the tomahawks, but it's enough to feed me and my wife. So we're gonna have a good time today. My plan is I'm gonna go ahead and smoke it on the Shirley and then sear it on the Santa Maria. So we'll see how that turns out. I think it's gonna turn out pretty good, because how could it not turn out good? As far as seasonings, I'm gonna be using some Uncle Chris's gourmet steak seasoning. Let's get a good coat of that on there first. Make sure you season everywhere, because wherever you see meat, chances are you're gonna eat it. So why not season it up? All right, so we got a dose of the Uncle Chris. Then we're gonna go with a little dose of the Santa Maria seasoning. Since we're using the Santa Maria grill, why not season Santa Maria style? And the Santa Maria, the Susie Q's Santa Maria seasoning is not high in salt. So it may look like a lot, but it's not gonna come out salty. But this is a big hunk of meat, so you're gonna need some salt. And then we're gonna do a light dusting of some ground cumin. I don't know why, but I love ground cumin. It's like that flavor of it kind of pokes through any other seasoning. You can always notice when something has been seasoned with ground cumin. So that's why I like to use it on my steaks. All right. So we got this thing all seasoned up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the refrigerator on a wire rack to kind of dry out this skin. Dry out the flesh and let the salts from the rubs kind of pull some of the moisture and then draw it back into the meat. So I will see y'all later on today when we're firing up Shirley and firing up the Santa Maria. Later. All right, let's get Big Shirley fired up, because I'm going to do a reverse sear on this steak, and then so we got a nice fire. I'm gonna let this hang out about 10-15 minutes, see where she settles at. So the plan is that I'm only gonna smoke it at about 250, get it up to maybe 125. Then we're gonna move over to the Santa Maria and do our sear over there. Make some baked potatoes. It's gonna be some good eating. So I'll check in once I got other things going on later. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. We got a very nice raging fire going. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing shut down and then see where she settles at. Got a couple of pieces of wood in here drying out. I don't think we'll need too much wood, so I think 2 may do it. But if not, we will grab more. All right, so I'm gonna let this go for a bit and I'll check back in once it's all settled. All right, Shirley has settled in at 275. I will take it. So we're gonna use the meter probe for this cook. There she is right there. Looking excellent. All right, let's put this probe in. Try to get it right in the center. Wait, there we go. It's right in the middle, not touching the bone. So let's get this thing set up. So this is the probe right here that we're using. So we can set up a cook. We're gonna do beef. I would say a ribeye. We like ours medium, but I'm worried about the final temperature once we get to the sear. So I'm gonna pull this thing off at 125 and then sear it to like maybe 140. That's perfect for us. All right, so we're gonna hit start cook. There we go. Let's get it in the smoker and it's gonna estimate the cook time. All right, I guess I better open these doors first since I'm working one-handed. There we go. Got this door open. It's tight quarters in here, especially with this big old Santa Maria right next to me. All right, so we're gonna put this baby right there. Whew. There we go. Get it all shut down. And we are rolling. So basically the way this thing works, it waits until it adjusts to the temperature of the smoker and then it estimates your time to your temperature. So as you can see, the target is going to be 125. Internal is 47. I left it out on the counter to come up to room temp a little. And the ambient temp is climbing. It's right now at 120. So that'll climb, and once it stabilizes, it'll estimate a time. So as soon as it estimates a time, I'm gonna probably fire up the Santa Maria. That'll let me know when I need to be getting this baby all hot so we can sear over here later. All right, meter estimated 43 minutes to 125. baby out and get it nice and seared up. Now we gonna be eating. Ooh, look at that. That is looking nice. There we go. So, being that I'm one-handed, when it's time to flip, I am going to run inside and get my compound butter off the counter because I don't want it to melt out here. Ooh. That's a good, oh man, I wish y'all could smell this. So we are at 130. So at this flip, let's see what it's looking like. Ooh, that is a nice sear going on. So y'all gonna have to run in the house with me because I ain't stopping this video. All right, let's see, let's give it a flip. Ooh wee. All right, so let's run and get this compound butter. Ooh. Hopefully I don't get my camera all greasy. All right, my fat finger hit the button so the video got clipped, but it's okay. Now look at here, put that compound butter on there. We are at 133. It's saying remove it from the heat, so we'll just bring it over here. This is getting a little bit of heat. I'm still waiting on my baked potatoes to, they may be ready, but let me get it over here in the sunlight. Man, I am ready to dive into this. The button. Oh, all right. Here is the Tomahawk Ribeye, smoked on Big Shirley, seared on the Santa Maria. I'm gonna cut it off of this bone, and the bone is not going to waste. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what we got here. Ooh wee. Ooh. Later.